It has always been clear since Tom Hiddleston's first appearance in the MCU that Loki is the more methodical and intelligent son of Odin. And in Thor Ragnarok, Hela says that Loki even sounds like Odin, as Loki offers to make an agreement rather than simply kneeling before the goddess of death. It's been clear for a while now that the MCU Thor is not the type to take on the role as ruler of Asgard, as the All-Father. Though the Loki series has set up its titular character quite well to take on such a role, and it's more in line with Norse mythology in some ways, as Yggdrasil is the world tree that supports the universe and connects all of the realms. And in some ways, I can see Loki's sacrifice to create Yggdrasil echoing the sacrifice that Odin made to the Yggdrasil tree. When Odin sacrificed himself to Yggdrasil, he gained immense magical power and knowledge, and is often said to have become all-seeing. Now, after the Loki finale, it would seem that Loki himself is all-seeing, as he is able to view the timelines in the multiverse, as he is watching over it all, quite literally acting as the All-Father of the universe. In Norse mythology, Odin is the one to breathe life into the first humans, and in the MCU, Loki is the one to breathe life into the multiverse. When Mobius tells Sylvie he's going to stay and watch himself on the timeline for a while, we cut to Loki giving a slight bittersweet smile, and this clearly means that Loki is not only giving life to the multiverse, but he truly is He Who Lokis, the god that remains at the end of time holding it all together, overseeing the safety of all the timelines. In the MCU, Odin never really had the same role he had in Norse mythology, as Odin simply ruled over a part of space rather than the entire universe, whereas in Norse mythology, Odin and the Aesir gods rule over the whole universe. Thus, it's fitting that Loki's glorious purpose in the MCU has transformed him into taking on the role as the All-Father of the universe, a role that both seasons of the Loki series has set him up for. Loki had to be transformed from a villain to a complex character that comes to build strong interpersonal bonds and is faced with the universe-ending threat, and must understand that the abilities and unique path he has been set on can rewrite the story of the universe, just as Odin did with his brothers. Odin, in Norse myths that is, along with his brothers Vili and Ve, slew the primordial giant Ymir, and used Ymir's body to craft the universe as we know it. While it's not quite as gruesome, it thematically fits with Loki's character, as Loki did as he said he would, and as Odin did in the old stories, as he rewrote the rules of the multiverse and created a more ordered universe that could foster life and free will. He did not follow the script of He Who Remains, and in many ways became the king of the gods by doing so, as he usurped who in many ways was the king of the universe in He Who Remains. Wouldn't it be amazing if we actually do get to see Loki again later on in the MCU? I'm not sure if we should expect it, considering the end of Loki Season 2 could easily serve as an excellent send-off for the character as well as for Tom Hiddleston, though it would also be amazing to see Loki actually established as the god of stories or as Avenger Prime. Though I just don't know how we could get that with Loki's new role as the linchpin of the multiverse, almost as if he is like the wells that water and give life and power to Yggdrasil in Norse mythology. In that case, perhaps we can view Kang or He Who Remains as an analog of sorts for Nidhogg, the dragon that gnaws at the roots of the world tree, maybe pointing to an ongoing conflict between the two characters. After all, if they are able to find a compelling and logical way to bring Loki back into the fray, then it would be incredibly fitting for Loki to square off with Kang, as it's already been demonstrated that the two of them virtually possess the same time abilities, and this could make for a fascinating rivalry, with Kang Prime facing off with Avenger Prime or God of Stories Loki, and possibly each of them pitting different sets of armies against each other, perhaps with Loki having an Avengers army and Kang having an army of his own variants. Again, I'm not really sure if that's the direction Marvel is likely to go, and I'm not sure what Tom Hiddleston is planning on doing in the future, though much like Chris Hemsworth playing Thor, I could watch Hiddleston play Loki for as long as he is willing to do so. And of course, it could be kind of awesome to see a reunion between Thor and Loki, though I think it would need to be done in a really compelling manner in order for it to not feel too forced. It's unfortunate Loki could not be with his friends and did in fact have to be alone, as he found that where he belongs is alone watching over all that exists, ensuring the true proper flow of time. Being a god sometimes is lonely. Though, this is once again fitting with Loki's character in Norse stories, as Loki is an incredibly complex and misunderstood character, and is bound to bring about the end of the universe, yet this apocalypse also brings about a rebirth, and in the MCU, Loki has gotten to take on the role not only as the bringer of Ragnarok, but as the progenitor of the new cycle. Loki destroyed the sacred timeline, yet he brought about something new. The multiverse was born, and keeping it alive is his burden, his true glorious purpose. Loki rewrote the equation, he rewrote the script. And despite not truly being a god, he has reluctantly taken up that mantle, making the hard decision that others can't. He is that chaotic variable, an agent of chaos and mischief, that ultimately is truly the master of stories, the arbiter of the multiverse, Loki the All-Father.
Think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes like a crook while I put it on display. I don't do it by the book, no, I do my own thing. That's why every single hook got them singing like me. And I ain't in any rush, cause I'm finally getting paid. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.